Let's catch up more on San Diego State. And again, if you are listening right now, you have a chance to win 2 free tickets to the opener Saturday. Be listening. We will give away those tickets. Listen for a code word. We'll give you a code word, then be listening this hour for your chance to win 2 free tickets to the opener. There's only one opener all time at Snapdragon Stadium. It will be Saturday. Aztecs in Arizona. Great to catch up with Hunkie Cooper, San Diego State longtime receivers coach, back with us here on John and Jim on San Diego Sports 760. Coach, we're excited. We're less than 48 hours away. How has this wide receiver group performed for you during fall camp?
And they've been amazing. Get out of opportunity to see Breon Penny grow up, and Jesse Matthews continue on the path that he's on, and Tyrell Shavers become, more locked in, more of a part of the room, and then some young local guys, Darius Davis-Reyes, guys that really, really worked hard, and I'm proud of where they at, and I'm excited to see them, have an opportunity to play and put that talent on display this weekend.
Coach, how much of being a good receiver is having a good relationship with your quarterback?
I'm a former quarterback, so and now I'm a receiver coach. So that's how important it is. You have to build that relationship, that continuity, that trust, knowing that, I'm going to get in and out of the breaks, at the depth I need to get in. I'm going to take the right release, and I'm going to make the tough catch. When you find a quarterback throwing the ball to a favorite guy, it's because that guy gets him out of situations. You look at Jesse Matthews, and he's been in the top 10 in the country for the last 3-4 years for catching contested balls down the field without drops. And he just has amazing hand-eye skills and coordination, and a lot of the guys do. But I think, like you said, though, the continuity and the trust that you have to have between quarterback and receiver is vitally important, especially on third downs where you're trying to extend drives and there's going to be tight man coverage and pressures coming. So that's the most important part. I really think it's just the relationship.
Hunkie Cooper is San Diego State's receivers coach. He's with us right now on John and Jim. Again, the Aztecs play Arizona on Saturday at the all-new Snapdragon Stadium at 12:30 Saturday. We will give away tickets to that game coming up later this hour. Coach, you mentioned the fact that you played quarterback. You won a national championship back in 1989 at Navarro College. Did playing quarterback make you a better receiver because you also had this amazing professional receiving career in the AFL?
I think it did. I would have to contribute that to it, knowing zone man coverages, knowing concept, conceptually learning. That's the way I teach. I teach concepts. If you are X, you either start or you're backup. If you're Z, you're either starter or backup. But if you can learn the concepts, you can play inside or outside receiver, and that gets you an opportunity to get on the field. And, being a quarterback, knowing down distance and situation. And that's the same thing as a receiver. I know as a quarterback, 3rd and 1 to 2, I'm going to get some pressure. As a receiver, now I know I got to speed up my routes and get my eyes to the quarterback. So thinking as a receiver, knowing what the situation would be when I was a quarterback, and I had to put my receiver's mindset, note it down in distance, speed up your routes, and give the quarterback your eyes, because on 3rd downs and shorts, you're going to get some pressure.
Coach, you had such a big finish to last season. How can you get Jesse Matthews even more involved in this offense?
He's there. He's going to make the plays. These guys work so hard. They really care about each other. They work and they push each other. And when you work with a guy that is as talented as he is, but as humble as he is, it's great things going to happen for him. He comes to work every day with a great attitude, with a great work ethic. He spends a lot of time watching film and watching our opponent. He's very coachable. And the thing that Jesse's greatest asset is, he can retain and transfer information no matter what the situation is. If it's 1st and 10, or if it's in the overtime in the last play of the game, he's going to bring that same level of consistency and professionalism, and he's going to make the tough catch. So I'm really pleased to watch him continue to grow. He's still a young guy. He still has another year to play collegiately, and unfortunately that might not happen, but we try to keep him living in the present. Don't look at what you've done in the past last year. Don't put yourself in the NFL yet. Play for now. And that's been my goal, is to keep him here. Keep yourself right now in the moment, and he's done a good job of doing that the way he prepares.
What has it been like for you, Coach, because you've been here at San Diego State since he was a younger player? What's it been like to watch his growth?
As coaches, a lot of people, you have to recruit potential. And so when you just recruit potential and you're looking at potential, you potentially miss a guy developing right under your eyes. You see a guy as a freshman, he has potential. Then a sophomore, he has potential. Then a junior, he still has potential. He hasn't become that player. I saw when Jesse was a freshman, he took his potential and he became a playmaker. All the difficult balls, he caught them. making the adjustments on the run, body control. I just saw him develop and changing his footwork, working with me prior to practice, working after practice, film study, and taking everything that I was giving him and applying it to his game and his skill set. And the greatest challenge you have as a college football coach is getting a guy's skill set to match his mindset to match his skill set. That wasn't a problem for me with Jesse. Jesse, when you're the best, if I'm 6'6", Tyrell Shavers, that's nothing a 5'9" DB can do with me, not on first, second, third down, or in overtime. And that's the mindset we have to have. If I feel I'm a best route runner and I have the best catch and transition, then it's first down, second down, third down, overtime. And that's where we got him at. And so to watch him develop into this really good football player, but still have his passion and drive to get better is what college football is about.
You literally just mentioned him. I was going to ask you, how has Tyrell Shavers looked this camp, and how ready is he for this role?
Well, he came from Alabama, so he's going to be ready eventually. Tyrell came into this thing, man. He didn't even start as a wide receiver till like week 7 or 8, but he started on every special teams. He may be one of the best special teams players, the best, most active special team player we have. I mean, 6'6" and 200. He was 220 when I got him. Now I got him down to 202, and he came in. He fit the culture of the room. He didn't come in big time in us Alabama about facilities and what we have and what we don't have. What Alabama. He came in and he worked. And then when we got to the spring after he had a full season, and then he became vocal. And he's the guy that vocally leads that young guy room. He's the one that get the young guys stand after practice and work it. He's the guy that makes the guys be accountable and do the things they need to do. Jesse's going to go out and do it. Tyrell spends a lot of time with the young guys, and Jesse do too, but Jesse's not that vocal guy. And Jesse does it by example, and Tyrell does it by example, but he's vocally and he will. And to see him, it's like he's been here for 4 years now, because the way he works and what he brings to the wide receiver room and to the special team unit is something that we needed. With a guy with his experience, they grade at a high percentage. They play he's going to average probably 45, 50 plays a game just at receiver, and then another 25 to 30 on special teams. So he's going to be an asset to us.
Yeah, that's impressive. Hunkie Cooper, San Diego State's receivers coach, with us right now, and John and Jim. We're getting ready for Saturday. Coach, what excites you most about Braxton Burmeister?
I just think his competitive. He reminds me of me. He is a quarterback that's mobile, that's accurate with the football, that's a competitor, and he's a guy that he speaks his mind. He biting his tongue hurts, so he says what's on his mind, and most of the time he's right. He challenges what challenges us. If it's getting in and out of routes at the top on time and it's getting to our depth, he can tell the young guys that. So he's brought consistency first and foremost. He's brought, we played with a lot of different quarterbacks in my time here, and but he's come in and he's earned the trust of those receivers. Man, they in the off season they throw together, they work together, they meet together, they do a lot of stuff together, man. And I think, like I always told my guys, you become a good football player when it's not football season, and that's what they did. They spent a lot of time together in this off season, and it's showing up right now.
Coach, what's your excitement level for Snapdragon this Saturday?
I'm excited for the players. I'm excited for the university and for the city to have a new stadium and a good football team that's going to fill that stadium. For me, I've been around a long time. I've played in a lot of stadiums, and that stadium will only be new for one day. Mm-hmm. Once you get out there and play that game, then it's no longer new. So all the excitement is for the fans, for the city. We have to go out and be really, really focused. But I'm glad we get to do it, in front of 35,000 fans in a brand new stadium. And there'll never be another first kickoff in there. There'll never be another first touchdown in there. So I'm excited for the guys that's going to get the opportunity to play in that stadium, because for the past 2 years we've been on the road and staying in hotels, but I think that made us a closer football team, and I think we'll get to display that on Saturday.
Coach, we cannot wait. We appreciate you taking a few minutes for us. We'll be there Saturday. We're excited for Aztec football right here on San Diego Sports 760. Thank you for your time, and best of luck this weekend against Arizona.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you.